So if any of you guys are feeling lonely at the moment, because we all go through it, guys, there's no shame in it, right? I know it's hard for men sometimes. When I do coaching calls with clients sometimes, it's difficult for even my clients to admit to me that they're feeling lonely. You know, it's hard for men to admit that. They feel like their pride gets in the way. And you know, you don't want people to, it is a hard thing to admit, but at the end of the day, if you don't admit to having a problem or feeling lonely, then you're not going to get over it, and just don't make it a bigger deal than it is. So the best thing to do, I would say, if you're feeling lonely at the moment, because of your stresses, the pressures that you're putting on yourself, or the pressures of life, financial, relationships, dating, especially if you feel like the social anxiety is stressing you out, making it difficult to meet people, come to my Fearless event. It's really going to help you. It's probably one of the best things that you can do, because I'll explain why, right? First and foremost, you're with someone who's been through what you've been through, so I'm understanding. I'm not judgmental of someone who's got social anxiety or who's nervous around people. I've been through it, I understand. I take a great pleasure in helping you guys or anyone that I can. Everyone coming to the event is coming for the same reason. It's a nice group of people. I wouldn't have an event where people were not nice or people were making fun and things like that. That's not the sort of environment. And we have a laugh, we have fun here. It's not all formal and stressful. It's quite light-hearted, and you're going to feel better for getting out for the day for a couple of hours. So if you're lonely and you're stressed out and you feel like you're on your own, you've got no one to talk to, and things are just bothering you and you're trying to deal with everything, come down to the Fearless event and it will help you to let some steam off. It's on the 15th of this month. We're going to go to it's a nice venue. We're going to go, a nice Irish pub in central London. There's going to be a group of like-minded people. Listen, I've always said this to people. If you come to the event and you feel stressed and you're too nervous to talk, you don't have to speak. I'm not going to make you speak if you don't want to. I'm not going to force you to do anything. You can sit in the event, just stay. You can just be with yourself, be with the group, and just listen. If you don't feel comfortable to speak, I'm not going to put you in that situation, so I'm not going to do that to you, right? So you haven't got to worry about that. And you might find when you come, after an hour or half an hour, you might feel, you will get more relaxed. And then if you feel more comfortable with someone in the group, you can have a chat with them. So that's the good thing about the Fearless Social event. There's no pressure. I'm not going to make you do public. I used to do that before, but I've kind of changed the approach for the time being. So I'm not going to make you do public speaking. I'm not going to make you go out, and you're just going to be in a group. We're going to sit down, you can get an orange juice or a glass of water and just listen. And if you feel comfortable to add to the conversation, you can. If you want to take a back seat and listen, then you can do that, all right? So come along, man. Don't suffer in silence, because it's a little step, but it's going to make a big deal, and you just don't know. You might make a friend at the event. There's no pressure if you don't make a friend. So just don't listen to all those thoughts that are going to say, oh, you know, people are not going to like me, or what if I don't get along, or what if people are going to think. Just ignore that, because a lot of those thoughts are not true, and they just feel true. They feel true when you're on your own, and that's a big part of what can make you lonely. When you're trying to deal with everything as a man, a young guy or whatever, or older guy, that's when it can get stressful and lonely, because it's easy to start believing that nobody understands what you're going through. Everybody's living a great life, but it isn't like that. We all go through that at some point. I've been through it so many times. But I'm telling you, probably the best advice I can give you is to reach out and talk to people. And like I've said before, you don't, like at the Fearless event, I don't always talk about social anxiety. We don't necessarily have to talk about our emotional problems or stresses, right? There's a place for that. You can if you want. Just talking about the boxing, Tyson Fury, or dating, or women, or you know, or hobbies, or whatever. Just having a laugh, having a crack, as the Irish would say. That can help you to get out of all the worries and the stresses. You're going to feel better when you come away from the Fearless event. You're going to feel good about yourself, because the sense of achievement. I always say, and I always mean it, just coming to the event is massive success, huge achievement. Especially when you're suffering with social anxiety, just getting out of the house, getting showered, getting dressed, you know. So go through that bit of discomfort, because it's going to be worth it in the end. Because as I said before, if you keep putting off coming to the event or just meeting people in general, the social anxiety is not going to go away on its own, right? But obviously, if you generally can't come because it's mentally too stressful, then I understand that. I'm not going to put pressure on you. Then that's fine, leave it. But reach out and speak to your parents, speak to someone. Don't suffer on your own, because no man is expected to deal with every single problem on his own. That's not Like, there's nothing to be ashamed about reaching out for help as a man. That actually takes a man. So you guys have got to get this out of your head, that coming to an event or seeking help is it's not a weakness. It's not at all. It's a strength. Look what Tyson Fury did. He wouldn't have come back and regained the titles and got his life back to where it was if he didn't get the help. And I wouldn't have come back if I didn't seek help when I needed it. So we all need a shoulder to lean on at certain points in our life. Doesn't matter if we're 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We all got feelings. Even the strongest man in the world can feel lonely and can need some emotional support from other men. There's no shame in that. You've got to get that out of your head as quick as you can, because that could be holding you back right now from getting a girlfriend, making money, getting a job, moving forward, and obviously getting out of being depressed, all right? So listen, I've given you the opportunity. I'm not forcing you to come. It's there if you want to come. If you want to come along on the 15th, my email address is below. You know where to find me. Send me an email and I'll forward you over the exact meeting point. So there you go, all right? That's how you overcome loneliness, by going to events, reaching out. It's basically by not suffering on your own. Speak to someone, anyone you can speak to, your mum, your dad, your friend, a mentor, whoever you've got to talk to that you feel comfortable to speak to them. Have a laugh and just get out of your own head, just have a conversation, all right? I'll see you guys in the next video, Fearless.